Man, it's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with the people, man? Bread's in a little bit of rush. You know what I'm talking about, man? So y'all know my shout out. Shout outs to the whole penitentiary, man. He ha ha. Ken in the pen. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't. Everybody on bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? If I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. You go get you some about 76 MacArthur Johns Leagues. What I'm talking about, 86 Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Stinky young man. Yeah, I'm talking about. You know, you go get the things to be if all those fields, man, gone and go. Amazon cop you a hardback, man. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, swing that finger, young man. Real wide INC. What you say, bro? Real wide incorporated. What you say, bro? Real wide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say what that mean, man. Hey, it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, it means everybody. Yeah, man. Ndugu, Mike, Cutthroat, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata, the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through them disclaimers, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through them disclaimers, you know what I'm talking about before we do that. Coffee Chronicles, man. Classic roast piper, huh? Classic roast piping hot time, you know what I'm talking about? Mama say breast and whiskers when you on TV. Man, I don't promote no drug usage, no drug sellage, no alcohol consumption. I don't promote nothing here. You know what I'm talking about, man. Don't take a sip of the sippers. Don't do it, man. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. Don't promote no violence. Don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No, man. I don't promote shh. You know what I'm talking about? They say, what, bro? I say, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about, man. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. We don't know how much of it we got. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. Good brother like myself, I don't got nothing against the sexually different. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. Nah, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. And they was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Would you say, Fred? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Alright, check it out, man. Alright, check it out, man. It's your partner, man. Come fuck with nigga one time, man. You know what I'm talking about? Got a little bit of this classic roast piping high going on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who ain't never been a season pack but still salty. You know, how Picante. Picante beef. God damn. I ain't gonna say, bro, what's wrong with you? Oh, man, you know what I'm talking about? That's all it is, man. They say, yeah, bro, you ain't even gave us the name. That's them Thursday, you know what I'm talking about? You say, that's them Thursday? Man, that's them Thursday. You say, bro, what you talking about? That's them. Man, listen, that's just them Thursday, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's them. In this world right here, man, I was watching something this morning. I was actually watching myself this morning. And then when myself went on, this this clip came on. It was some white bitches, and this bitch had to be. Mama said, "Don't blow your nose on camera." Sorry, mama. Man, this bitch had to be. I don't know. She was way too motherfucking old, and she was talking to another white bitch, right? And she was telling the other white bitch like, I need a man who can control me and put me in my place and all this shit. And I was sitting here thinking, man, that's like, I hear some of the stupidest shit I ever heard. And it's a white bitch now, right? She hella old, bro. This bitch older than me. She gotta be about 52 or something. And the first thought that popped up in my head, sorry, mom, don't blow your nose. Top of the world, mom. Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? First thing that jumped up in my head was like, why? You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Now, I know, you know what I'm talking about? I know these are just the games bitches play, right? But you ain't gonna listen to me. But that's one of the biggest problems in this motherfucker is them games right there. Because I'm thinking to this white bitch, I'm thinking, if you found a motherfucker to fuck with and that was willing to fuck with you or whatever, bitch, why do you gotta play these games? Why do I gotta see something to see if this nigga, like, why do we gotta play them games? Why you just can't be you? You know what I'm talking about? Why you just can't give a motherfucker something? Why is everything a Dungeons and Dragons game? You know what I'm talking about? Well, I'm finna do this to see. And that's why a lot of y'all be out of y'all best people. On some real shit. Because you stuck in one of them twinkle twinkle little star ass games. You know what I'm talking about? And when it's like that, you gonna play one too many games. You gonna play a game one day that somebody don't want to play. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you gonna play a game someday don't nobody want to play, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But I didn't because I see that shit in real life. I just see like the little ass games people play and shit and the little tests people do and just and that shit is like kid shit, bro. It just is. I just don't never see what's wrong with man, if I like you, you know what I'm talking about? I just like you, you know what I'm talking about? I shouldn't like you, then have to go through your little bullshit ass games. You know what I'm talking about? I shouldn't. Just anybody in the world, nigga. You sitting here, nigga, you trying to, I forgot what they call that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But you sitting over here, man, trying to lay your game down. You know what I'm talking about? These motherfuckers over here playing, man. That shit just didn't make no sense. But that's them, Thursday, you know what I'm talking about? And this ain't even about that. It was just funny to me. When I seen that shit, I thought this was finna be some young bitches talking like that, folks. And this was an old ass bitch, bruh. And I'm like, bitch, like you hella old. Don't you like you ain't got tired of that shit yet? Like, bitch, you 52 years old. Ain't nothing that you been through in your life told you, man, like life ain't a game. Like that shit just weird to me. You know what I'm talking about? It's just weird the game, but that's them. You know what I'm talking about Thursday. And that's why I made this video right here. Because I told you, nigga. Oh, bruh had a fucked up that yesterday, man. Oh, they knocked bruh down. Oh, they whoop bruh ass, man. The world got a good piece of hold, a good hold of, good piece of the, however the fuck you say that. They got a hold of a good piece of bruh's ass yesterday, man. I ain't bullshit with you. You know what I'm talking about? And what I realized in that, and this is why if you a person, folks, if you ever do anything for somebody, bro, make sure you do that shit from the heart. Don't do that shit looking for something back in return, bro. Don't. I'm telling you. Because if you looking for something back in return, when it's times like this right here, bro, you will become, you will make yourself, what's that word? Like, damn, I can't find the word, bro. But you'll start to resent people. Because all you will do is look at all the times you didn't help somebody, folks, and then when you needed help that they didn't help you, and you will get to resent people. You'll be like, man, fuck that nigga. Then you'll get to, oh, nigga, I did. You'll get to screaming out what you did and all that. That's why you don't do that, bro. Anything you do, actually do that shit from the love of your heart. Don't expect nothing back from it, bro. Because if you don't, because like when you be going through shit, bro, everybody gonna think that shit funny. I ain't bullshitting with you. Everybody gonna think that shit funny. Nigga, I got my ass whooped yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't have a fight, but you know what I'm talking about. The world just beat up on Brett a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Punch on Brett a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't bullshit with you. And I mean, you always gonna have some love out here. For our part, depending on who you. You know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, motherfuckers being happy. You know what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers be happy. Or they gonna think that shit funny, or that shit just gonna be motherfuckers really don't care about what you going through, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. And then you been fucked around and say you one of them good people, you know what I'm talking about? So you know you just done bless the game off. Man, get to calling motherfuckers if you want to. Get to calling somebody if you want to, man. They gonna think that shit funny. They gonna act like they got other shit to do. They gonna start acting like you bothering them right now with your shit. Not everybody, you know what I'm talking about. You still gonna have some love. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. As long as you give love, bro, you always gonna have some love around this motherfucker. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? And I just want to shout out my family, you know what I'm talking about? My sisters, mama and daddy and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas are like Slut O and them. You know what I'm talking about? Some of my folks. You know what I'm talking about? That we just been rocking for a while. You know what I'm talking about? We understand each other. That's them though Thursday, man. And you got that's them. It's not always a bad thing, bro. You got some people like Son. That's them. She was a good. That's them. You know what I'm talking about? Her character, her person was good. All right, nigga named Slow, man. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I'm telling you, bro, one of the best niggas I know. Like as far as spirits, nigga, that nigga got a spirit like Sign, bro. I promise you, I ain't seen nothing like that shit since Sign, nigga. A nigga who, cause you ain't gonna get that many real friends, bro. You ain't gonna get that many niggas that care about what you going through, folks. I promise you, you not. You might, you might think you do, bro. You start making them phone calls, bro. I'm telling you, motherfuckers gonna start acting like you bothering them. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why I say it because, like, nigga, you could have, in your time, you could have took care of the whole world, bro. But if you took care of the whole world, bro, just take care of the whole world out the kindness of your heart, folks. Don't expect nothing back from the whole world. You know what I'm talking about? Anything you do, bro, get that shit up out. Just let that be the person who you is. You just, you know what I'm talking about? Because if you get that shit and expect it back, you're gonna be disappointed, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be disappointed as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. No, I ain't bullshitting with you. Because a lot of times, especially in this day and age, I don't want to say a low, but if you going through something, bro, motherfuckers find that a joke. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers like to talk about that shit behind your back and shit, laugh in your face and shit. I told you so and all that shit. We living in them days. That's why it's just best to go through your shit by yourself, man. I ain't bullshit with you. Or with the loved ones you got. But that's them Thursday, man. And people are just them. And that's just one thing you have to understand on earth, bro. People are just people. That's why it's up to you to be who you is. You feel me? And that's why you get it kind of like that in these times, bro. Because like I told you, a solid motherfucker bothers a not solid motherfucker. So the not solid motherfucker, they go out their way to try to make the solid motherfucker look like a not solid motherfucker like them. You know what I'm talking about? Because today's they gonna wait till the person get famous, or they gonna the person that everybody like. That's who everybody gonna be against. All the miserable people. Because it's about attention. And whoever getting attention right now, somebody else gonna try to come be a part of that attention. You get what I'm saying? So they gonna come over there and they gonna start talking about what you ain't. Cause you get the attention right now, you know what I'm talking about? So they gonna be like, man, why is y'all? You know what I'm talking about? They gonna be saying all that kind of hater shit. Uh, that's them Thursday, folks. You ain't gonna never be able to stop nobody from being them. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, you might come around and be an inspiration to somebody, and you know what I mean, inspire them to do better or some shit like that. But for the most part, bro, that's them Thursday, bro. That's just them. People are just people. Like Jay-Z said, bro, you are who you are when you got here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So it's on you to work on yourself, bro. But like I said, in these days, bro, we just running around with a bunch of characterless people. You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who really don't care about their character. We living in a day where instead of a nigga looking up a job on his phone, he looking at mess all day, and he need a job or something. You know what I'm talking about? He need to get himself off the ground. But instead of researching something that to get himself off the ground, a nigga on his phone listening to mess. We living in them type of days, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's them Thursday. We living in a day where you want somebody else to work harder on you than you want to work harder on you. You get what I'm saying? You want somebody else to do everything for you. You know what I'm talking about? And that's them. And on That's Them Thursday, bro, that's why it's important for you to be you. And that's all you ever gonna be able to do in this world, bro, is be you. So that's why, man, fuck focusing on everybody else and what everybody else doing, bro. You gotta you should be around the realm of working and making you the best you. You get what I'm saying? Cause on some real shit, bro, you can't even do nothing else for nobody if you ain't right. And one thing we do as people, it's like we always trying to blame somebody else for us not being right. You know what I'm talking about? If you're not right because of you. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It don't. It really don't. I was just thinking about that this morning when I was working out and shit. Like, I was trying to go back and think when I was a little kid. Because these always was talking about fighting niggas and shit. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, bruh, and I don't remember one bitch, bruh, that you know, the bitch that didn't have a mouth, that was just a regular bitch, you know what I'm talking about? She just wanted to stay in the bitch place. I never really seen that bitch getting it, I never seen that bitch get beat. The only type of bitches I seen how to fight, bruh, was that bitch with that mouth. That bitch that wanted to contest the nigga and all that. I never seen a quiet bitch that just was comfortable with being a bitch. I've never seen that bitch get hit on. I've only seen the bitches get hit on that was, or the bitches fight that had that motherfucking mouth and tried to, jump up on the nigga's page. You get what I'm saying? Try to bring herself to a nigga's level, and run her mouth and jump bad and all up in the nigga face, and you know what I'm talking about? All that shit. I've only seen them hoes fight niggas. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's something that's always get overlooked, because I think a lot of these or some of these females, they like they do nigga shit, then they try to hide behind them being a female. You know what I'm talking about? Like they'll jump in your face like they is like, but nah, bitch, you ain't no female. You was just a crip or a blood or something, bitch. That wasn't no female. That was a GD, a vice lord or something, bitch. Nah, you came around here. You was from O Block right then. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, you wasn't no female. You know what I'm talking about? But it's crazy to me, and not just that, just in the sense of people bringing shit on themselves, then like trying to twist that shit. You know what I mean? Just like a nigga trying to walk away and the bitch keep on running up, hitting him, and then fucked around and hit him in his head or something, hit him in his eye, then he turned around and slapped the bitch. But the moment he turned around and slapped the bitch, that was the only hit that counted. Coffee Chronicles. So that's the punch we got to talk about. Something straight out of comic book, man. But that's them Thursday, folks. So you gotta like when you understand that, and that's just in the world, bro. You just gotta understand who people is. You know what I'm talking about? And once you understand who people is, I guess you can understand how to deal with those people. You know what I mean? Or just don't deal with them at all. But the most important thing on this That's Them Thursday, bro, you gotta make sure you worth something, bro. You get what I'm saying? You gotta make sure, nigga, you upholding the code. You a upstanding motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Because all this shit, bro, right now, if you got some money, bro, like you just could pass. You know what I'm talking about? If you got some money, you in the in crowd, period. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. But there's a lot of motherfuckers running around who still ain't got the makeup of a nigga, which you supposed to have. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why you see these motherfuckers running around, just doing the shit outside the code. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you see motherfuckers tricking, and that's why the world just the way it is, bruh. You get what I'm saying? But if you got money right now, you just you can automatically pass. You could be somebody just because you got a little bit of money. I ain't bullshitting with you. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got that real nigga makeup no more. You know what I'm talking about? Everything that you built up on and everything that's built up inside you, bruh, is some bullshit. That hybrid nigga shit. and people as a whole, you know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. What you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? And just people as a whole, we running around this motherfucker like cat burglars, like thieves and shit, bro. We running around this motherfucker with like we fucked up persons, if that makes sense. Like we some fucked up persons. We is, folks. We don't have no honor amongst ourselves no more. We don't have nothing that's good amongst ourselves no more. We ain't got nothing but that mess, that shadiness, that scandalousness, that everything that constitute fucking people over and doing people wrong and shit. We got all that shit up in us now. You know what I'm talking about? So we go around and this is what we execute amongst each other. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I tell you, bruh, don't do nothing for nobody if you expecting that shit back. If you ain't just doing that shit to keep it real, don't do it, bruh. Because if you do something for somebody and then that's what you think you gonna use as leverage when it go bad for you, you're gonna be disappointed, folks. Because if you ain't known by now, bruh, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about your problems because everybody got their own. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody got their own. So motherfucker don't really give a fuck about your problem. And your problems, you gonna call a motherfucker and they gonna think that shit funny. I ain't bullshitting with you. You be thinking you got you'll think you got some partners until something happen, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why you just don't you don't do nothing for a motherfucker if you expecting that shit back, bruh. That's them Thursday. Cause you would do something and you be expecting the motherfucker to do that shit back, bruh, and you'll realize that's them. Them people wouldn't when they was asking you for shit, bruh, them people wouldn't plan on keep paying that shit for it. Them people would just plan on using you. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Yeah, them people came over there with an idea to they seen you was trying to be a good friend. You know what I'm talking about? They seen that you was trying to be real. Cause you know a lot of motherfuckers will do that too. You'll try to be real, you know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Go put some smoke on him real quick. But yeah, us as people too, we got that one real bad too, man, on That's Them Thursday, bro. You say, what's that, man? Trying to keep it real. And everybody I've ever seen that, you know who they tried to keep it real with? You know, like say you be in the group, bro, and everybody be teasing this motherfucker because they broke. Y'all done seen this a million times. I know you have, because I done seen it a million times and since I've been little. So I know y'all done seen it once or twice around this motherfucking world. Like, it's a motherfucker over here, everybody teasing them because they broke or something. Then when they get the money, instead of them just being they self or whatever, they try to go impress the motherfuckers who was just teasing them, like they high siding on them. So it's like every time I done seen a motherfucker do that, bro, it's like the motherfuckers they try to keep it real with some motherfuckers who don't like them anyway. They trying to be accepted. So like when they got their turn, they was over there fucking with them niggas and shit. You get what I'm saying? Fucking with them bitches and shit. Fucking with them people and shit. You know what I'm talking about? The same motherfuckers who really don't like them. And when you like that, they'll use your ass a mile away. You know what I'm talking about? So remember that on That's Them Thursday, because you just going to be who you is. And this is something too, bro, because if you are the good person, because I just talked to somebody that said this. Like, they was just dealing with some shit to where, because all you could do is be the real you, folks. And I know you're going to come across people and you be the real you and they just take advantage of the real you, but you still, bro, that's just that person. You got to realize that that's just that person. Because I just talked to somebody who was like, man, I'm just tired. And I was telling them, man, you can't never get tired of being yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Now, we just got to pick better people to be around, but you can't never be tired of being yourself. Don't let this raggedy motherfucker that then came around this motherfucker make you sour against the world. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody ain't like that. Coffee Chronicles. And that's how you let one raggedy motherfucker fuck your whole senses up. Because one raggedy motherfucker will come along and you'll start judging everybody else off this raggedy motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? And you can't do that, bro. That's just that motherfucker. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but see where it gets you. Because if you start doing that, that's the beginning of you turning sour. Because once you start looking for motherfuckers to do shit, you're going to start finding it. Then you're going to start nitpicking. Then you just going to find everything that's wrong all the time. You is. I ain't bullshitting with you. You ain't going to never be able to be at peace. Because you steadily, but all it really is you stuck on that one raggedy motherfucker. You can't let that shit go for whatever reason. Whatever this motherfucker done did, you done carried that shit on with you. That's why I tell you, you gotta watch about that energy. You gotta watch that energy, folks. Because the energy will get on your ass, bruh, from them, because people carry energy around. You can't tell me nothing different. I done seen that shit with my own eyes, bruh. Coffee Chronicles. And motherfuckers will bring that soggy ass energy around you. Motherfuckers will bring that old, that negative, you know what I mean? Where like you can't even, nigga, you can't even get to going to the full you know what I'm talking about? Because it's just that like, nigga, negative energy, nigga, that shit almost like a nigga done threw a net on you. Like you trying to get up out that shit, like you ain't you ain't free, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. That's them Thursday. That's why I was telling you yesterday, man, like on this Wise Word Wednesday. That's why it's best just to, it's cool to pick your arguments. Fuck an argument, bro. It's cool to pick your fights. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing when that shit worth it or not. You know what I'm talking about? And right now, I ain't gonna damn near lie to you. It seems like the only time you really want to fight, the only time that you're gonna be able to get away with a fight, bro, is if you defending your life. Other than that, man, you shouldn't even be looking to pick no fight, participate in one, bro. You know what I'm talking about? To keep it real. Just let them people go on and go about their business. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have to be the wrong motherfucker. You don't have to be the wrong fight they pick. You know what I'm talking about? They'll fuck around and find another one. They keep on fucking with people. They gonna find the wrong fight again to fuck with. You know what I'm talking about? But you just let them take care of themselves, man. Because one thing is for sure. On That's Them Thursday, who you is, bruh, is gonna that's what's gonna hold weight for you. You get what I'm saying? That's why on That's Them Thursday, you make sure who you is, bruh. Because all while being solid and being a good person and all that shit, bruh, it's gonna feel draining and it's gonna feel like you getting used and all that shit, bruh. That shit still, your character still speak for yourself. So still while you going through that, you could just like, but look at the love you still get. I ain't talking about no computer. I'm talking about real life. You know what I'm talking about? Look what type of person you is, to where you still trustworthy and shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers still willing to help you and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Even though it's a gang of motherfuckers laughing at you and all that shit, it's still a gang of motherfuckers willing to you know what I'm talking about? It's still a gang of motherfuckers willing to come through for you. That's what because they know your solidness. You know what I'm talking about? That's why on That's Them Thursday, you always be that solid motherfucker, bro. Just be solid as you. You know what I'm talking about? And solid as you gonna run into your solid ass situation. So the moral of this story is, hold up, really. But don't get caught up. I'm still tripping off this white bitch who was talking about these gangs at 52 years old. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Why do you feel you have to play a game? Why do you, like, that's the child shit at its finest. And it just made me to think, as grown people, I think we just all big kids. Not everybody, but a good majority of us, we just big kids. You know what I'm talking about? We still get irritated like when we was little and shit, you know what I'm talking about? If something ain't going right for us and it's going right for you all, we can't stand that. Like, that shit crazy, bro. It is. Like I said, everybody really could just come together. You could stop all the shenanigans. You really could. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody really got there. Everybody could really go their own way. Because Brett Ben went his own way. You feel me? Everybody could go their own way. And still fuck with it respectfully. But it's like motherfuckers don't know how to do that on that STEM Thursday, bruh. And I'm just gonna put this out here. This video all over the place. And bruh gotta get up and go. See what this world got for me this morning, you know what I'm talking about? And it worked out, you know what I'm talking about? See, I skipped a day yesterday. That's probably why I got my ass whooped like that. I wasn't in physical condition to even fight back. You know what I'm talking about? I'm ready for their ass today, though. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I got up early this morning, man. I said, I'm going to work out this morning. I ain't missing no more days. Fuck that. It seems like every time I miss a motherfucking day on that motherfucking workout, man, that day, I don't be physically prepared to take on that day. I'm ready for him, no. This morning, bro, physically fit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm ready for it. But, damn, I forgot what I was finna say right there. Oh, yeah, no, if you got one of these stations, and I said this last line on my live, listen, folks. My station always revolved and focused on what Brett was doing. What either Brett was talking about, story he was telling, the game, dropping off my music, you know what I'm talking about? My story, my channel's always been revolved around me, never nobody else. Coffee Chronicles, right? And if you got a chance with a channel or whatever, bro, whatever it is you want to drop off, you have a chance to drop the people off something, folks. You can. Now, if you got one of these channels, folks, and you just choose, once again, to come up here and drop off who hating on you, what this person doing with that, like, that's on you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's on you. That's just on you, folks. If you want to revolve yourself around mess, if you think mess is the quickest way that you're going to get to the top, go ahead, man. But everybody got their chance, folks. You get what I'm saying? You can drop off to the people, whatever you choose to drop off to the people. You don't have to sit around here and talk about what everybody else doing. You really don't. You can show the people what you doing. Yeah, you really ain't got to, every time you open your mouth talking about who hating on you. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about this person or what that person doing, bro. See, I don't know if nobody else. I'm just telling you how I think. I'm from the old school, bro. You just make yourself look like a fan. You just make it seem like you really don't have nothing to do and you sitting around watching everybody else. And once again, that'd be a lot of, if you have a channel, that might be one of your problems right there. Instead of you doing, like just put in work on your own channel, going hard on your own channel. Somehow we like to sit around and follow this mess. You get what I'm saying? So you sitting somebody else, you sitting in 4-5 people lives trying to see what they saying all motherfucking day. You could be using that time to build your own channel, bruh. So a lot of motherfuckers who have these channels, bruh, you be sitting around there trying to listen to the latest gossip. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to be connected to other people and shit, bruh. You gonna have to stand on your own one day, boy. You know what I'm talking about? You just gonna have to stand on your own, man. Be big enough to do that shit, folks. To me, it never made sense to come up here and get to talking about a bunch of other shit that didn't have nothing to do with me, bro. I'm not promoting that shit, bro. I'm promoting It's Your Partner. Baby Cuz, Light Skin DB Stark, Black Pacino of the MAC. You know what I'm talking about, man? Fubbalos and all that shit right there. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you, bro. So if you got a station, you might want to just work harder on your station, folks, than trying to run around and create some kind of illusion. Like people are hating on you to try to create like yourself being important. Like you are so important that somebody want to hate on you. I don't know, somebody might be hating on you, baby, because ain't paying attention to you. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? I wish we was grown enough to go our separate ways. I do. Because on my end, I ain't gonna never bother you. You know what I'm talking about? It's over. You won. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna never bother you, bro. I said what it was I had to say, and I left it at that. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing but love for everybody, man. If you just want to keep it real. You know what I'm talking about? I just wish motherfuckers would get more into their creative bone. You know what I'm talking about? Because that mess shit played out, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. That shit played out. All that shit sound the same, folks. It's the same shit, folks. For 3, 4, 5, damn near 3 years now, 2 years now, bro. The same shit. Same tactics. I mean, how many times can you talk about the same niggas? It's just like getting cable and they keep showing them same 4 movies on HBO. You know what I'm talking about, on that Cox. What's the use of even having this shit, folks? They keep showing them same 4 movies. You know what I'm talking about? You get tired of that shit, bruh. That's them, Thursday. And on this one right here, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Like I said, because I got things to do this morning. But, that's them Thursday, man. You gotta make sure you worth something, bruh. You gotta make sure you, cause your word is your bond, bruh. I know that shit is, everybody say that shit, my balls and my word and all that shit. Niggas, anyway. But motherfuckers, like motherfuckers' words is shit, bruh. Motherfuckers don't be standing on nothing. And that's all standing on something mean, bruh. Is you gonna be about that shit that came out your mouth. That's all standing on something mean. Coffee Chronicle. Even though they ain't changed the definition 90 times. But like on some real shit. I said, man, in my lifetime, I don't give a fuck. And I ain't talking about nobody be funking with it and nothing like that. I'm just talking about the motherfuckers I came across with, niggas from 5 years old, bruh. You ain't gonna really have nothing, you like, bruh, just always been bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Even if you thought that I fucked you over, I always kept it real with you. And when I say about that, like a nigga, a bitch or something, you know how you been had another bitch or some shit like that, and the bitch been, man, you can't never say, now you might not like that, and you made that bigger than what it really was, right? But come on, man. On my mama, you can't really say that nigga bruh always stood up. You know what I'm talking about? So anybody that said, like, you can't never say I fucked you over, you know what I'm talking about? You better think about all that shit I did. I ain't bullshitting with you. Because motherfuckers quick to do that one, too. Nigga, bitch, family member, I swear to God, bruh. A motherfucker quick to do that one. You know what I'm talking about? On this, I ain't bullshit with you. God damn, I don't know why that shit just popped up in my when the niggas be playing spades, man. That one nigga, I still can't remember that nigga name, man. Man, they did not, man, that nigga name did not hold no weight, bruh. God damn. I can't remember what that nigga name was, man. I'm telling you, I have to ask my sister today, man. What was that nigga name? But they used, man, listen, bruh. The kids knew that nigga was full of shit, bruh. And I just always remembered that, bruh, and that's them, though. You get what I'm saying? That's the perfect analogy for this motherfucker. That's the moral of this motherfucking video right here. That's them. You don't want to be, I can't remember that nigga name, blood. God damn. But you don't want to be him, folks. You don't want to be that person, nigga, that nigga, everybody knew that nigga was full of shit. Everybody, nigga, the kids. That nigga better not say what y'all want from the store, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to bring your ice cream back. Man, please, bruh. A kid been and told him, stop lying, got in trouble and shit. You always say that and don't never come back. He was that nigga, bruh. You don't want to be that nigga, folks. That's them. Nigga, character spoke volumes, nigga. Volumes. Knew this nigga was a piece of shit, bruh. It was just like, I don't know, bruh. But you just like, that nigga character spoke volumes, bruh. That nigga character spoke so much volume, bruh. The kids knew that nigga was full of shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Now, anybody else tell you they finna bring you something back, you'll be waiting on that motherfucking nigga. Especially at Louise's house, because she had like her front porch was crazy, because you could go, nigga, you had the living room, but you had the door to open, nigga, and you go out, it was like a little porch, but it was inside the house, and it was just glass, nigga, on 106, so you could just look out. When them other niggas told you they'll be back, nigga, you will be outside that glass, nigga, waiting for the niggas to pull back up. That other nigga said something, please. You be in the backyard. Picking plums and shit, knowing this nigga ain't finna come back. You went on, you didn't start craving fruit. God damn. Cause when it was on that nigga turn to bring the ice cream back, you know that nigga, he wasn't gonna do it. God damn. That's them Thursday Coffee Chronicles. Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles, man. But yeah, you don't want to be that motherfucker, folks. That's the motherfucker you don't want to be, man. On that stem. So you just make sure, bro, you just stay player ass, you hustler ass, you, bro, you know what I'm talking about? You just stay who you is. Just like my I was talking to, man, that was talking about they just tired of people now and all that. No, man. You just be you. You just be hustling player ass you, bro. You don't let nobody else make you tired of being a good person, folks. You don't let nothing else make you tired of being a good person, bro. Cause whatever you done went through, bro, that's just whoever you done went through that shit with. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You actually got a good character, bro. That shit they bad. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got nothing to worry about, man. You on the right track. You gonna run into by you being a good person, I don't know, cause you might get fucked over a few more times too, just depending on what direction you choose, right? But you gonna catch your shit on the back end. You know what I'm talking about? You know how they be talking about karma and all that shit, come back around, all that. I don't know. I don't really be into that shit. I don't even be looking for that shit, really. Because I think if you sitting around waiting for something to happen to somebody else, something to happen to you before it happened to them. That's what I believe. Because I believe you in the wrong mindset. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of how, like, when I thought I was going to come back from the penitentiary and ball on everybody and just show off in everybody's face, and I was hella broke. You know what I'm talking about? I couldn't get no money because I had the wrong intentions. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as I stopped, like, fuck that nigga, and I got back to myself, player ass me, nigga, I got back to myself, player ass me. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't suggest you had the wrong. Suggest you had the wrong intentions either. Be sitting around waiting for something bad to happen to one of them. That's them motherfuckers, man. That's just them. They behavior take care of themselves, bro. Let them people live in their own hell. Don't be sitting around waiting for nothing to happen to them people. Get the most out your days, folks. Fuck what happened to them people. It don't even matter. You know what I'm talking about? You just make sure you get the most out your days, man. Try to get some of your peace. But yeah, and I'm finna get on up out of here on That's Them Thursday, man. That's just gonna be them. You just make sure that ain't you. You know what I'm talking about? You make sure you got substance and shit about yourself. Make sure you got valor and shit about yourself. Integrity and all that shit, bro. Make sure you ain't the scandalous one, the lying one. You know what I'm talking about? The sneaky one. You make sure you ain't that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Because you ain't got to be that motherfucker. You could be the motherfuckers could trust. You could be the motherfucker who word good. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got to be that nigga who wouldn't bring the ice cream back, bruh. You don't. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With them right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.